What's good, gun family? Urban Gun Reviews, and today I just wanted to talk to you guys about an age-old debate. I just happened to be thinking about it, not something that I haven't thought about probably 100 times or something like that. And I just wanted to bring it to the channel so we can start up discussions. You know, that's what I want to do, start up discussions, all right? So, I still got this cold. Bear with me. Getting a little better day by day. We're going to get through it. All right, so the age-old discussion is power versus capacity. And we're talking about firearm power, meaning a stronger, bigger caliber compared to more rounds. Okay, so is there benefits to both? Yes. With more, with a bigger caliber, you get the opportunity to, possibly stop a assailant, a wild animal, something with, that stopping power that, and like, oh, I got hit with a 4/5. Let me slow down. You know what I mean? But if you get hit with a 9, you ain't gonna be like, oh, I got a beast thing. You're gonna be like, damn, I got shot. Alright, so my whole thing is I like to prepare for worst case scenarios. Alright, so a lot of things I like to break down situationally. So if I was going out in the wilderness and things of that nature, I would say that a 9mm might be ineffective. Capacity might not make that big a difference in that situation. So, and that's in the wild scenario that, hey, I run into a bear. I'm out in the wilderness, I run into a bear. My 9, not saying it won't get the job done, but I might have to do a lot more of precise shooting to do it. And those 9s might not penetrate as deeply and hit those vital organs on a bear that I need compared to, let's say, a 10mm, a 45, stuff like that. So in that situation, okay, I can go with power over capacity. But I want to keep it simple. We're talking about everyday life. Okay, so me, I carry a Sig Sauer P365 XL. I carry 2 15-round magazines. One inside my firearm and a backup magazine. So that gives me 30 rounds of 9mm. I keep Hornady Critical Defense in both of those magazines, so I'm loaded up with defensive rounds. I believe it's 147 grain, if I'm not mistaken. All right, so that's what I carry on the daily. 15 rounds of that in my gun, 15 rounds in a spare mag. Now, if I go and I want to carry, I'm carrying something a little bigger, like my CZ P10C, then same deal. Mag in the gun, hold 15. Backup magazine, carry 15. Alright, so again, I got 30 rounds of defensive ammo, Hornady Critical Defense, 147 grain. That's what I'm carrying. And I'm carrying that because I feel like that's sufficient. I'm not a big person that likes to carry a lot of things on me, like my waist. So like I'm not, like I got my gun on my waist, I got my spare magazine in my pocket, clipped into my pocket. I don't like carrying extra stuff on my waist. So I'm not carrying, 2-3 spare magazines. I got 1 spare mag. And I believe in most situations, 30 rounds should be able to keep me straight. In those situations. And I think most people who, ain't out there doing dirt, doing people, wrong and stuff like that, ain't got people looking for them, gunning for them and stuff like that, 30 rounds is going to be sufficient. Now, if you got some beef in the streets, 30 rounds might not be enough. Okay? So, I look at that to have 30 rounds compared to, say, if I was carrying my 1911 that had, holds 8 rounds. So max with 2 magazines, I could only carry 16 rounds. And if you want to put one in the head, I can have 17 rounds. All right. But my thing is, I don't want to be outgunned. So I don't want to have, not that I plan on getting in a shootout, but you never know what's going to happen. So say I get into an altercation and there's 2-3 assailants and it's just me with a gun. I don't want to have 16 rounds, 17 rounds to depend on. I'd rather have 30, of course. And then even if we change the gun, keep the caliber, and we go to FNX, let's even go back a little bit. We go to the Glock 21. If you carried that, you were a Glock 21 carrier. Then you had 13 rounds in the magazine, so you kept one in the head, so you got 14. You carry a spare mag, so you got 27 rounds. Is that enough for you? That's not bad. 27 rounds is only a few off of 30, so I could be able to rock with that. So in that instance, then I'm not like, hey, you ain't got enough or whatever. You're straight, and even if we go to my favorite 45 caliber pistol to shoot, and that's the FNX 45, you get 15 in a magazine, so I can carry 30 rounds of that. Now, me personally, I don't like carrying that size gun, so on my everyday, I wouldn't want to have to carry that. It's just a heavy gun, I wouldn't want to have to carry that. And my 9 is big enough to be sufficient. I shoot good enough with it, and I can get rounds. I can get a good shot placement with those rounds and not have to worry that much about recoil. That's something that I'm not even going to really try to bring into this discussion, is recoil, because we all know that recoil for a 45 or a bigger caliber is usually more than recoil on a 9mm. We all know that. I gotta take a little drink break. My throat getting a little dry. There we go. So, is there a right or wrong answer? No. It's really what you feel comfortable with doing. If you feel comfortable with that 1911 and carrying 8 rounds or carrying, extra magazines, that's fine. If you comfortable carrying a Glock 21 with 26 rounds, 27 rounds, that's fine. If you're more comfortable carrying a 9mm and something that holds 17, 21 rounds, what the hell is that one gun? I can't even think of what it is right now. But my FNX, not the FNX, my FN Tactical 9, whatever the hell it is. I got my FN 9 that I have. The standard magazines, I believe, is 17, and then they have backup spare magazines that hold, I think, 21 or 24, something like that. I can't think about it. But if you want to carry a 24 round magazine, carry 2 of those, or a 24 and a 17. So there's options out there, is what I'm saying. So you're not limited to just 15 rounds or something like that. There's plenty of guns out there that hold more rounds. It's more about what you're comfortable with. If you're comfortable with only carrying X amount of rounds, then that's fine. Me personally, I like I think 30 rounds is fine. 2 magazines is fine. Maybe keep some spare mags in the vehicle just in case, I can get to my vehicle. I can grab some more rounds. and stuff like that. But I think for the most part, I'm more of a capacity person over a power person. And you know, the power people will say, "Oh, you just don't have confidence in your shooting abilities. You don't have confidence in you know, being able to only have 8 rounds and putting somebody down with 8 rounds." No, that's not true. I have high confidence in my shooting ability, but the fact is, I just don't believe 8 rounds is sufficient. Reason why, when I had my Glock 43, when I first really got in the guns and I got my Glock 43, I had to get rid of that because that was my EDC. I had 6 rounds in the Glock 43. This is before them shield arms and all that, them base plates and all of that, plus this, plus that. Before all that came out, I was rocking with 12 rounds in my Glock 43. And you know, if you know better, you do better. So I was schooled, and I ended up doing better because I ran into the SIG P365. And you know, after I seen that, I was like, I can get 12 rounds and something this size. I can get 13 rounds and something this size. Then they came out with the XL. Oh, I can get, you know, same thing with, you know, a little bigger package, easier to shoot for me. Then they came out with the 15 round magazines, and I was like, it's a wrap. You know, I'm good to go. So, a little bit of rambling going on, but let me know in the comment section what you prefer. If you're a capacity person or if you're a power person. You know, let me know what your EDC is. Let me know how many mags you like to carry. Let me know what caliber you like to carry. Let me know, you know, all of that stuff. How many rounds you carry on a daily. You know, let me know what your EDC loadout is as far as your pistol that you carry. Now, we're keeping it strictly in the pistols. I'm not going into rifles. I'm not going into AR pistols or AK pistols and none of that stuff. I'm talking about straight handguns, stuff that you could, you know, put in a holster, keeping your, you know, whatever, stuff like that. I know somebody in the comments is gonna be like, yo, I could fit an AK in a holster. They got this holster that go. I'm not talking about that. Let's be logical, okay? Another sick break. But you know, I just want to put that out there. I like having these discussions. But it's Urban Gun Reviews. If this video helped you in any way or you just enjoy my content, let me know by clicking the thumbs up. If you're not subscribed to the channel, you can do that easily by clicking on my logo in the bottom right hand corner of your screen. If you're not following me on all my social media sites, all that information is available in the description. And as always, gun family, stay blessed, stay strapped.